Hi students. Previously we explained about the Westport theory and their applications, and today we will go for the bond parameters. Here there may be a covalent bond, there may be a dative bond or ionic bond or whatever it may be. We are having some characteristic properties for a bond. In the characteristic properties of a bond, generally that bond will be considered as a covalent bond mainly, and in that bond parameters, the first one is bond length. What is the bond length here? Bond length means simply it is also called as bond distance. Suppose in between A and B there is a bond, and between A and B atoms, suppose this is nuclei, the distance it is called as the average distance. So approximate distance or the average distance between the nuclei of two bonded atoms is called as simply bond length. The average or approximate, it is called as average or approximate distance between the two nuclei of the bonded atoms is called as simply bond length. It is measured in angstrom units, nanometers, or in picometers. The units of bond length are angstrom units or nanometers or picometers. And suppose radius of atom A is Ra and radius of atom B is Rb, then the bond length between the distance between AB bond is equal to Ra plus Rb. If there is no electronegativity difference is present, then we can say simply this formula. But if there is an electronegativity difference in between two atoms, if the electronegativity difference is present, then the formula is DAB is equal to Ra plus Rb minus 0.09 delta En. Here what is delta En means? The delta En is the electronegativity difference. Here electronegativity of A minus electronegativity of B is considered as delta En in angstrom units. So whenever the electronegativity difference is 0, then we use directly this formula, radius of A and radius of B. If electronegativity difference is not equal to 0, then we use this formula for calculating the bond length values between two atoms. Okay. And in polyatomic molecules, we can take the average bond length value, and there is some factors which influences bond length. The next one, factors affecting bond length. So in this first point is delta En, electronegativity difference. Here directly I will give the relation bond length is inversely proportional to electronegativity difference of bonded atoms. How it is, we can explain with example. HF, HCl, HBr and HI. If these 4 points, four molecules if we are taking, in this hydrogen electronegativity is 2.1, but fluorine electronegativity is 4.0. This is 3.2 nearly, and this is 2.5, and this is 2.2 nearly. So, okay, and here the bond atom if we are taking, hydrogen always 2.1 only, but fluorine electronegativity is more. Whenever electronegativity is more, the difference between these two is more. Means it is nearly how much? 1.9. But here it is 2.1. So delta En value if you are taking, what is happening? Delta En value decreases gradually. Whenever electronegativity difference decreases, the bond length value increases. Here it is 2.1, 2.1, 2.1, 2.2 means 0.1 only, minus. Okay, so when the electronegativity difference between the bonded atoms is less, then bond length value is more. Okay, that is the first point. Second point, bond length depends upon the number of bonds. number of bonds. Here it is also simply called as bond order. Bond order. About this bond order we will discuss in molecular orbital theory also. Number of bonds you simply designate as a bond order, or we can predict a number of bonds means it is nothing but bond order. Okay, here number of bonds between two atoms. How this is related? Suppose if you are taking the bond length, the relation is, it is also inversely proportional to number of bonds or bond order. Here this is inversely proportional. You simply remember this relation, and here this is also inversely related. How this is? By taking an example we can explain. Here C single bond C, and here C double bond C, and here C triple bond C. Between carbon atoms there is a single bond, there is a double bond, there is a triple bond, and the bond length values, it is a practically determined value 1.54 angstrom minutes, and this is 1.34 angstrom minutes, and this is 1.20 angstrom minutes. Okay, if you see, here it is single bond, here it is two bonds, here it is three bonds. Between two atoms, whenever the number of bonds increasing, the bond length value, what is happening? Decreases. So the bond length values, when you take here, bond length value decreasing. So number of bonds increases, bond length value decreases. That is the second factor. And third factor is, I'll give you, the third point is percentage of S character. Here percentage of S character and bond length relation, if you are taking, bond length is inversely proportional to percentage of S character. Here S character means in hybrid orbitals, we said sp hybrid orbital 50% S, 50% P character. For sp2 hybrid orbital, sp2 means 33.3% S character, remaining 66.67% P character like. And the percentage of S character, or it is directly proportional to percentage of P character. So percentage of S character or percentage of P character is taken, it is directly proportional to P character or inversely proportional to S character. Please remember this. And example for this, how we can explain. Suppose if there is a triple bond H, means triple bond means a carbon having a triple bond means it is sp hybridized. Means you can say simply how many sigma bonds we have? 1 sigma, 2 sigma. According to the formula given in the Westport theory on hybridization calculation, 2 sigma bonds means it is having sp hybridization. And next, suppose I am taking double bond is present, another single bond, another hydrogen is present. Means here how many sigma bonds means 1, 2, 3. Means this is a sp2 hybridized carbon. And there is only single bonds around this carbon, and this is having a hydrogen. 4 sigma bonds means this is sp3 carbon. So sp carbon means what is the percentage? 50% S character is present. Here it is 33.33% S character, and this is 25% S character is present. Okay, whenever percentage of S character is taken, that is more in sp hybrid orbitals. And see the bond length value. CH bond length I am giving. The CH bond length value predicted. This is already given. The value already practically observed value. Here for this it is 1.06 angstrom minutes. And this is 1.07 angstrom minutes. 1.07 angstrom minutes. And this is 1.09 angstrom minutes. See, the S percentage is more, here S percentage is less. Here bond length is less, here bond length is more. So this is clearly indicating that whenever percentage of S character is less, bond length is more. So you simply remember percentage of S character increases, bond length value decreases, or directly proportional to P character. You can set this P character here 50% P character, remaining 33 means 66% P character. Here it is 75% P character. When P character increases, bond length value increases. Okay, that is a third factor which influences bond length values. The next one, resonance. About this resonance effect and hyperconjugation also there. These resonance and hyperconjugation also affects the bond length values. Means because of resonance, sometimes bond length increases, sometimes bond length decreases. And I will show here one example, a simple example which we know. Benzene structure we know now. We studied this benzene structure. Here benzene is having two resonance structures. It is not explained with a single molecule, the properties of benzene. So we are taking two resonance structures. Here this double bond, here we are becoming single bond, it is double bond, double bond, double bond. These are the resonance structures. We call it as resonance structures, or it is also called as canonical structures of benzene. Okay, and here this is considered, suppose it is a single bond. And here this is considered, this is a double bond. But single bond is never stable or never present permanently, or double bond is also not present permanently. They will alternate. That type of pi bond shifting in between carbon atoms is called as simply resonance, and we will explain about the resonance later. And here generally C single bond length I gave just now 1.54 angstrom minutes. Means here this is single bond length 1.54, but C double bond C bond length is 1.34 angstrom minutes, that is given. Here this is C double bond C, two bonds are there. But in benzene carbon bond length means it is not fixed. We can't say C single bond or C double bond C. Carbon and carbon, I am writing simply carbon and carbon bond length is 1.39 angstrom minutes. What is this? Here 1.39, whether it may be 1.54 or 1.34 now. Here it has single bond, here it has a double bond. So it may be 1.54 or it may be 1.34. But here it is having 1.39. This is a practically observed value. It is accurate, no problem here. And this is a correct value. Why we have 1.39 angstrom minutes instead of either 1.54 or 1.34? The reason is resonance. So here how we can say, how we can explain about the effect of resonance. Suppose if there is a single bond, due to resonance what happened? The bond length decreased. If there is a double bond, the bond length value increased. So because of resonance, the bond length is affected. We can't say increase always, we can't say decrease always. So in some cases it increases, in some cases it decreases. So that is the effect, factors affecting bond length, and here we can write all the four factors. Bond length is inversely proportional to electronegativity difference, or inversely proportional to percentage of S character, and inversely proportional to bond order. Here bond order means you can simply remember number of bonds, and resonance. Fourth factor is resonance. These four factors can influence the bond length.